From athletes to authors, entertainers to innovators, we connect with those who help shape our culture. Join us in revealing stories of their lives and backgrounds, their triumphs and tragedies that molded them into who they are today. Authentically off-script and personally illuminating, this is Audibles with Jason Scarborough. This week on Audibles, Jalil Clemons.
So you were born and raised in Starkville, Mississippi, is that correct?
Well, I'm actually I'm born in Magnolia County, Macon, Mississippi. You know, that's where I raised up at, but over the time, you know, I moved to Starkville, and then I stayed there, lived there, kind of grew up there in the middle, but I'm originally from Macon, Mississippi. That's where my family from. But, you know, I went to Starkville High School and everything.
Became a Yellow Jacket.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
How would you describe your family growing up?
So, you know, they funny. They good people, you know. Good to be around. You know, you always have a good time around them. We always cooking. We always together. I say that we really got a big family for real. Like, if you see my family at the game, packed, like, a lot of people. Like, I think we got, like, the most people. I got to have the biggest family coming to the game every time.
That's good to have that support, though.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Got to love it.
A lot of Clemons jerseys in the stands is what you're telling me.
Oh, yeah. Plenty. Too many. I wouldn't say never too many, though. Never too many.
Is there somebody you trace your athleticism back to? Mom, dad, maybe a grandparent?
Well, you know, I got athletes on both sides of my family, so I really say both sides. You know, football players on both sides. You know, my daddy, he never played football, but, you know, he was a basketball player, scholarship, EMCC, you know, he with an injury and stuff. But on both sides of my family, I think we're pretty athletic. Athletes on both sides, for sure. So I just got blessed with it a little bit, you know, kind of ran off with it. Really like the only one to really like make it this far.
Who's more competitive in your family? Is it you? It's got to be you, right? You the most competitive?
It comes from everybody. You got to see my family play spades. It don't even get more competitive than that.
Spades.
Yeah, even though I don't know how to play, but
so you won't even take part in it.
Oh no.
Gets
I need to learn something. But, you know, I'd say me, though. I'd say me.
You're the most competitive, but you ain't getting in that spades game, are you?
I need to learn something. I'm behind right now.
You got the unique distinction of playing for two of the real greats in terms of high school coaching in Mississippi, high school football, Ricky Woods, and then one of my favorites, Chris Jones. Yeah. How would you describe being able to play for both of those guys?
Man, I say that it's a blessing. You know, it's just amazing. Just like even being, you know, just learning two different things from two different coaches. Each one of them got their own game plan, got their own words that they like to say, got their own way that they motivate you. You know, I just say that Ricky Woods, he taught me a lot in the beginning. And Coach Jones, he just put it all on. Coach Jones, he came with it like really like teaching us advanced techniques, having different, you know, people come teach us things, and it was just a good experience from both of them.
What was the biggest difference in how both of them tried to say motivate you or teach you something? Because Coach Woods was at least quiet to the press, you know, and Coach Jones, you know, what you see is what you get. So how would you compare and contrast their styles?
Well, you know, I just say it's kind of like an old school, new school thing. You know, as you can tell, like, Coach Jones just a lot more younger than Ricky Woods, even though Ricky Woods, he's still one of my favorites, but, you know, Coach Jones is younger.
Do you have a favorite Coach Woods or Coach Jones story that you could share with us? Look, they can't make you run laps anymore. This is a safe space. So You got a story for us?
I just think of one off the top by Coach Woods. I remember when he first came in, and I think we just got done with the spring and stuff, and Coach Woods actually got to see me play ball a little bit. And he called me to his office one day, and he was like, you know, you're a pretty good football player. It was like he was telling me, like, how I'm going to go places in football. Then it was kind of funny when he hit me, like, he was like, you need to not worry so much on school. He was like, school's not going to get you nowhere. You just need to worry on football. So I thought that was funny, you know.
That's classic Coach Woods, actually. Yeah. And people watching know that as well. So you have this decorated high school career. You finished with 180 total tackles, 50 tackles for loss, 21 sacks, 26 quarterback, you're grinning already, 26 quarterback hurries. And this is on teams that went a combined 31-9 during the 3 years that you lettered as a Starkville Yellow Jacket. So a lot of success there. How would you frame up your high school athletic career?
Well, I just say it was just nothing like being out there with my boys. We had a team full of workers, even throughout the summer. Like, it was nothing like it. I never seen a team work so hard. Guys come out there and just be on the same page every day. But, I think I did pretty good, but I just put it all in my team's hand because if it weren't for them, like, we was just on one accord. Like, it even goes from middle school. Like, we never lost a game together. So when we out there on that field, everybody got a dog mentality. So we just going to make a lot of plays like everybody on the field.
You played for a state championship in 2017. We were kind of chatting about it before the interview. I actually got to call that game on the radio, and I remember your name. You were all over the field that night.
Yeah.
And that was a heck of a game. You guys got the short end of the deal that night, but it was such a close game and such a great game. But to play for a state championship, there's a lot of people that don't ever get that opportunity. So How do you remember that night?
Man, I remember in the good way and the bad way. It was a great moment, but we should have won. Like, I hate that we lost that game, but it was a fun game though, for sure. Pearl, it was a good matchup. They had a pretty good team. It was fun competing against them, and then even coming to play at Southern Miss with one of my arch rivals that made me lose the championship title night. But it was just a great experience. Should have won. Didn't go back the second time, so I hate that.
Did you ever kind of say anything to Tylen about it when you got on campus? Southern Miss?
I had to let him know. First time I saw him, I was like, I even let his daddy know about how I really don't like him, but I'm finna put up with you right now. You can be my dog right now.
So what schools were you considering coming out of Starkville, and what schools were interested in you coming out of Starkville High School?
Well, I had pretty much all the G5 teams, talking to me. I was committed to Tennessee, of course, Memphis, and Coach Norvell recruited me there, and Coach Hall too. So those teams right there, I summed it down to basically like Tennessee, Memphis, Tulane. Those were the main ones.
What was it
that I went with?
What was it that tipped the scales for you to choose Memphis?
It was just like, first of all, Coach Hall, he did a good job recruiting me before he had got another job at Tulane, but, after his tenure ended at Memphis. But, Coach Norvell, he just was such like a great leader, great person. I knew he was going to be a great coach. I knew that he was going to end up being like one of the best coaches in college football. I knew that the team that they have, the players that they've been getting to the NFL every year, and I just wanted to be a part of that.
Your freshman year at Memphis in 2019, if I have that correctly, you play in 13 of the 14 games that season, finishing the season with 15 tackles, highlighted though by 2 quarterback sacks. It occurred in the same game against number 15 SMU. That was a nationally televised contest. So you get your first 2 collegiate sacks on national TV. Pretty good moment, right?
Yeah. It's a great feeling. So when I think about it, I just get fired and just get excited over again, But I just can't wait to have that moment again this season.
Yeah, so the 12-2 season for Memphis that year, you guys win the American Athletic Conference Championship and appeared in the 84th Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic. So how did that success early on with Memphis, how did that impact your confidence and your enthusiasm when it comes to college football?
Well, it's just always like, I just don't want to lose, Like, that year of college football, it was a great eye-opener, a good experience, to just make it that far and just see what all it takes to get to a championship and to get to a Cotton Bowl, to get to a big bowl game. So I just really just learned from that season, just like what it takes to be a college football player and what it takes to win in college football.
The season kind of came with a price too. You suffered an injury that season that kind of plagued you for the foreseeable future. What was the injury?
So I tore my MCL meniscus.
That's tough to come back from.
Yeah.
So there's got to be a lot of doubt, fear. All those things have to be emotions you're dealing with at that moment. Walk me through that.
Well, it was just a whole block in my life at that moment. Not only did I had the injury, but after the season and while I was trying to recover from the injury, we also had COVID hit, so that kind of altered like me being able to get physical therapy. So I wasn't able to really do anything like that. But that right there. Yeah.
Don't go anywhere. Audibles returns in a moment here on the Spirit Media Network.
We don't treat cancer, or design breathtaking buildings, or slow cook the town's most talked about barbecue. That's all you. You're the ones who create and astonish, game and laugh, who come together and imagine a safer, more connected world. The things you do inspire us every day, so much so, it's right there in our name. Customer inspired. C Spire. Inspired by you.
Between the blue sky and green grass, there's a Mississippi cattleman making sure the food you need is on your local grocery store shelves. Whether it's a big juicy steak or hamburgers for your backyard cookout, our food starts right here. Because for these cattlemen, it's not just a job, it's caring for the animals that make up our nation's food supply. Just one of the many commodities a Mississippi farmer grows for you, the farm families of Mississippi.
Hi, I'm Erica Bedwell, the Director of Rehab at Covington County Hospital. The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services says you have a right to choose the swing bed program that's right for your loved ones. Our patients experience a comforting, supportive, and healing environment in large private rooms. Our swing bed staff is highly skilled and includes board-certified physicians, practitioners, and experienced nursing staff, all working alongside physical, occupational, and speech therapist staff to return your loved ones to the quality of life they deserve.
So I wanted to ask you this. When did you realize that it was time for a change? Because the injury, it affected you being able to work out, you being able to get on the field like you wanted to. And then you've got the 2020 season plagued by COVID-19. And then that 2021 season, ultimately, you decided to take a red shirt. When you look back at that now, you look back at, you don't have 20/20 vision at the time necessarily to see into the future, but when you look back at that red shirt now, how do you feel that prepared you for how you sit here today as a Southern Miss Golden Eagle?
Well, I just think at the end of the day that I just made the best business decision for me and for my career, so I can make sure that I be able to physically put myself in a situation to make it to the next level. So that's what I did, and I got it done. And I got down here to Southern Miss with some people that really care about me, and I just took my game to a whole nother level.
Yeah, so that situation in Memphis, it was rife with all sorts of obstacles. You were dealing with injuries, you had COVID, just a lot of different things. You decided to hit the portal. How soon did Southern Miss kind of start to feel like that might be a destination for me? How soon did you feel that way?
Well, when I first entered the portal, right away, Coach Hall hit me up. First person to hit my phone. Just like I said, like Coach Hall recruited me to Memphis. Like, he's the reason while I was at Memphis. He was the one calling me every day, like nonstop, like the one talking to me every day. So, he did it again. He recruited me. He got me down here on the visit. He came to my crib. He came to my hometown in Macon, Mississippi. Talked to my family. I liked that. We had a great conversation. Got down here on my visit, and I figured that this is the best place for me to have the opportunity to be able to win some games and to be able to take my talent to the next level and play for some great coaches.
Those are all really good factors detailed to make the jump to Southern Miss. Coach Hall sticking with you, re-recruiting you basically, and wanting to play in your home state. I got to think that had something to do with coming to Southern Miss.
Oh, yeah. I also wanted to just make Southern Miss one of the best teams in Mississippi. Well, if not one of the best teams in Mississippi, but I want everybody in Mississippi to know that Southern Miss is the best team in Mississippi. That's what I want to show, and I got an opportunity to show that this year.
Now, look, let's be honest with each other. The real reason that you came back home to Mississippi is those home-cooked meals by Grandma.
Man,
let's just be honest.
I need it. Every day. She always sending me a plate. Always going to get a plate. I got to leave home with something every time.
What is the favorite dish that she cooks for you? Do you have a favorite thing that she prepares for you?
Well, I don't think I got no favorite thing. I'm not a picky eater at all, but, she kind of makes everything. So all the soul food, you already know all those dishes, everything. I just like it all. Barbecue, anything.
See, now he's making us hungry, wanting us to find some soul food nearby.
Man, it ain't gonna be like Grandma.
You can invite us over to Grandma sometimes. We'll gladly show up, man.
Anytime.
She
ready to cook for you. I promise.
I know that Coach Hall, your story with him goes back a ways. Do you remember your first interaction or conversation with Coach Hall?
Well, I just can't remember it right off the rip, but I just remember Coach Hall off the rip. He was just always a enthusiastic guy, always seemed like he had a great energy. And he was just always cool to talk to and always carry good conversation. And always just seemed like a guy that's I need to be by.
Do you have a favorite Coach Hall story that you could share with us?
No, I don't think I got one off my head right now.
Take me back to the time that you knew you were coming back home. You were coming back to the Magnolia State. You were going to get to continue your college football career here in the Magnolia State. What were the emotions that you were feeling knowing, hey, I'm coming home?
I just felt real motivated, just being back in Mississippi, just seeing your family more often, it's just all just good motivation and good push just to represent the state, And when you're going to play teams in the other state, knowing that you represent the state of Mississippi and to be from Mississippi and to represent the state, it's just no better honor than that.
When you joined the team here at Southern Miss, can you remember who or which teammates were instrumental in, basically making you feel welcome, making you feel like, hey, you're one of us now, you're part of the team? Did you have some teammates that did that for you?
Well, we had plenty of players down here around from the Golden Triangle area. We got, of course, we had Natron Brooks, who played with me in high school at Starkville, playing in the NFL for the Atlanta Falcons right now. We had Dalen Gill from Louisville, Mississippi. Lakevius Daniels from Louisville, Mississippi. And, we all just know each other. And just getting to know the guys in the outside linebacker room, Josh Carr, Avery Hobbs, Dominic Quiwan, everybody's just cool. So I can say, when I got down here, that this was kind of like one of the teams where I just felt like everybody was together.
Take me back to the first time that you got to make your first Eagle walk to the stadium. What was going through your mind? What emotions were you feeling?
First of all, I was like, God dang, it's a long walk. Before the game, we got to walk a whole circle. But then I'm like, the fans, they having a great time. I'm having fun seeing the fans. They throwing beer up in the air, turned up. I kind of get turned with them a little bit. I'm like, let me calm down a little bit, focus on the game. But, it's just a great experience, I like the Eagle walk.
It sounds like you're ready to go tailgate, man.
I can go eat some barbecue, come back, and get 3 sacks.
Ain't nothing for you to go out there and have some barbecue and throw some beer in the air.
Come on now.
So you get to run out on the field as a Golden Eagle for the first time in 2023. Take me inside that moment. You're running out into the field. You're back in your home state. You're getting to play college football, what you love and what you do best. What was going through your mind?
I was just thinking the whole time, I was like, man, I love playing for Southern Miss, you know. Just seeing the fans, you know, how excited they are just during the Eagle Walk and everything, just even throughout the day-to-day basis, you know, just seeing how much the fans love Golden Eagle football, baseball, basketball, whatever. The fans love the Golden Eagles down here. So I was just thinking that I'm just blessed to have this opportunity to play for them.
I have to think after the time at Memphis, overcoming injuries, and then you've always got the surgery and then the subsequent recovery, overcoming that and transferring out of Memphis back to Mississippi, and then making a difference on the football field in 2023. You led the team in sacks and tackles for loss. How did that impact your motivation, your confidence, even more than it already was?
Well, it just really just was like that I kind of gave myself a preview of what I could do. You know, gave myself, well, I already know what I can do, but it just kind of let me know that, okay, you still kind of unstoppable. You know, you got to put it to use. Like, they really can't stop you. So it just got me back in that mindset, and I'm just ready to do it this year, ready to put it on display.
You know, in football, with your track record and your success, unfortunately, you know, teams are evaluated on wins and losses. So 2023 doesn't go the way that you or your teammates or your coaches or the administration, the fans, had hoped it would go. How did you and your teammates kind of put that season behind you once the season was over, and kind of compartmentalize that and move forward?
Well, you know, we got new coaches we brought in, like defensive coordinator Coach Big Nail, who's going to be leading our defense this year. And, you know, we're pretty confident in him, and we're pretty confident in the different scheme that we have on defense, and we're pretty confident in the different scheme that we have on offense. So we basically just have a whole new different team this year, and I'm pretty confident in him. And just seeing the way these guys work this offseason, I can't wait to see what we do this season.
Can you share a notable moment or maybe maybe a funny story from inside I'm trying to go behind the curtain here a little bit.
All right.
Maybe inside the defensive huddle with you and your teammates, or maybe on the sideline. Is there maybe a story that stands out to you, or maybe something funny that you could share with us?
I don't think I got one off the rip right now that happened this spring or nothing like that. No, not that I can think of.
You'll have to let us know whenever you think of one.
Yeah, I got it. I'm going to let you know when I think of it.
Don't go anywhere. Audibles returns in a moment here on the Spirit Media Network.
It's your front door. You decide who and what comes inside. Shouldn't it work the same with your doorway to the internet? That's why C Spire created Connect and Protect. So age-appropriate content comes into your home, and the rest stays out there. C Spire's new Connect and Protect plans, starting at just $30 a month. Get the best devices for your kids with free guided setup today. C Spire, inspired by you.
The fabric of any community is its people. It's the commitment to hard work and to be our best. It's where you know your neighbor by name. It's where family is important. At Covington County Hospital, we are your family and friends. That's why your healthcare is important to us. From emergency room visits to primary care to behavioral health, we want to make sure that healthcare is available when you need it. Covington County Hospital, where your healthcare matters.
Up before the dawn and home long after the sun sets. We pass this farm work ethic on to our children, too. They have their chores just like yours, but we also raise animals. Taking care of these animals helps them understand just how important what we do on this farm is for their future and Mississippi's.
Another way Mississippi farmers grow what's important to your life, the farm families of Mississippi.
Family owned and operated since 1986, Lakeside Molding has become the trusted source of architectural products throughout the South. They offer fine interior architectural moldings, custom millwork, and cabinet doors designed and handcrafted in Flowwood. Their showroom on Lakeland Drive is stocked with today's most sought-after interior details, including corbels, post, fireplace mantles, bath vanities, mirrors, and much more. Tim Shoemaker and his staff work closely to meet client needs for new construction, restoration, and remodeling projects. Lakeside Molding, where details make the difference.
So there's a lot of buzz about Southern Miss, storied football history, returning to the former glory.
Oh, yeah.
Conference championships, not just bowl bursts, but significant bowl wins. And there's a lot of expectation that Coach Hall has set forth. He's got one of the top recruiting classes in the Sun Belt. And then you put that together with guys like you and your teammates returning. He has set forth a lot of expectations. But for you, Jalil, what is your expectation for this year and this team?
My expectation is just to win a championship and possibly have a chance in the college football playoff. Not big bowl game, that still put us in the college football playoffs if we're in a big bowl game like the Cotton Bowl or something like that, I'm pretty sure. But just to have a great season and just show these guys, show the world what we can do and just get the fans back in it. Let everybody know that the Nasty Bunch is back.
Dylan Lawrence told us he expects you guys to, he says, I expect us to win 11 games.
Oh, yeah. Me too.
And be in the playoff.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to piggyback off that. The unique thing about this year, too, and your team and your program, the new 12-team format for the college football playoff. So any group of five, significant group of five conference champion, they're in that conversation.
Yeah.
They're in that bracket. That could be you guys.
Yeah.
Does that give you even more motivation and excitement about the season?
Well, I'm just excited about the season anyway, so that's not even going to give me more motivation at all. I'm ready to get to this first game, then get to the second game, then get to the third game. I'm ready to just, about the whole grind of it,
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole thing that gets you excited, just the grind.
How do you tune out personally? I mean, I know you and your team have different ways that you do it, but for you personally, how do you tune out all the noise, all the distractions? Because you see it. It's there. Social media, it's on TV, it's in the newspapers, it's online. How do you tune everything out, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and just stay focused?
I mean, like, even if I see it, it just, nothing should bother you. You got to keep your focus on the main thing, and the main thing is what's going on in the locker room and what's going on the field, and that's just why I stay focused at. Like, if anybody can say anything about us, I'm still focused on the main thing. I'm focused on what we got going on. That's the only way you can move forward.
Being from Starkville, from the Magnolia State, I mean, you're surrounded on this roster by Mississippi natives.
Oh, yeah.
And I just get this sense talking to you guys and talking to Coach Hall and just some of the things coming out here. You guys really want to position yourself as being, quote unquote, Mississippi's team.
Oh, yeah.
Do you kind of feel that way?
Oh, yeah. I love it. Recruit the South.
Recruit the South.
Oh, yeah.
I love what Coach Hall said the last time we sat down with him. He said, we got a little delta in us. We got a little hill country in us. We got a little coast in us. We got the Black Belt, the Pine Belt. You got all these different parts of Mississippi. And
oh, yeah.
You look across this roster, you might see somebody that you played against.
Plenty.
Like you've already talked about it. You played
yeah.
against in high school.
Oh, yeah. Plenty. But, I just love that. I just love being around Mississippi guys. It's just a great culture in the locker room. We all think alike, all on the same minds,
With you guys transitioning from primarily a 3-4 defense, you're transitioning to more of a 4-down lineman defensive setup and scheme this year. I heard you talk a little bit about it at Sunbelt Media Days. How technically have you had to make adjustments, or have you, to kind of fit better into this defensive scheme?
Well, I didn't have to make any adjustments. This defense more likely fits me. This is a defense that's truly fits me. It'll just let me be able to attack, be able to set offensive linemen up, be able to go with them the whole game and just let everybody know that I'm here to get after the pass. I'm here to set that edge. I'm here to disrupt the run and things like that. So
I heard you say at Sunbelt Media Days you're excited about this change.
Oh, yeah.
Is that true?
Oh, yeah. I love it. This is my favorite defense.
That Coach Bignell, he's just going to, as you said, just kind of turn you guys loose and just let you go play.
Dominate the line of scrimmage.
Just turn you loose.
Oh, yeah.
You're ready, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
How does the combination of returning players like yourself, some of your defensive teammates,
Okay.
along with this defensive system, so you've got the combo of all these guys coming back and the new defensive system, I mean, that should formulate a pretty dominant defensive performance this year. Do you feel that's going to happen?
Oh, man, I think we got all the veterans. We got nothing but veterans on our team, especially in the box. And I'm pretty sure we all know what to do. And it's going to be hard for teams to contain.
How does that experience help you guys on like a critical third down, fourth down?
Just having guys on the field that know how to communicate and just know the situations and know what's going on in the game, knowing the down and distance and everything, where they got to get, field boundary, short side of the field, long side, where the space at, and just reading formations, just knowing guys they can let you know, talk to you, let you know this coming, calling out things. And I think that's what we got, guys that just really got like great, smart football minds.
So tell me your approach to studying game film. Like when you're watching game film, is there a tell that you're looking for that the offense kind of tips off to you, or maybe a receiver, an offensive lineman? Like what tells are you looking for them to kind of tip you off?
It could be the formation, could be the way the receiver is lined up, could be where the back set, I'm studying the offensive linemen, I'm studying their stance, I'm studying their approach and their get off their stance, what they're doing. It just all goes into it, and just basically just understanding run and pass, then you just move on from that. Like after you know whether it's run, then you're like, okay, what run it is, what formations do they run this run out of, things like that.
You're considered one of the older guys now on the team, right?
Yes, sir.
So obviously a leadership role is expected out of you. So in what ways have you tried to be a leader both in the locker room and then off the field?
Well, I just try to set an example. I just try to let everybody just watch me and I'll show you how it's done. And I will let you know how to do what's done. I will coach you up. I'm out there to keep everybody motivated. I'm out there to keep the energy going out there, Let everybody know that we got to keep going when we're tired. And if you're doing something wrong, I'm also going to coach you up on your technique, let you know anything you need to know. Like if you need to ask me anything, ask me. I got it. I'll tell you.
This offseason was marked by incredible tragedy with the loss of your teammate, MJ Daniels. Just an infectious smile, just a warm spirit and personality, just touched everybody in his path along the way. How have you seen you and your teammates kind of come together around that and support each other and essentially honor him going into this season?
Yeah, we got to do it for 11 for sure. That's our dog. We got to do it for 11. That's just the mindset. Like, we already know what he wanted this year. He wanted the same thing, championship, undefeated, everybody healthy, everybody have a great season, and we got to do that for him.
Do you feel like the situation with MJ, do you feel like it's maybe brought you guys closer together? I'm sure it has.
Most definitely have brought us closer. And just even with the teammates that just got on the team, just brought everybody in closer, So, yeah.
More of a brotherhood.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have a favorite MJ story that you could share with us?
Well, MJ is my dog. We always together, but just probably just beating him at the game all the time. You never can beat me. He always think he could beat me, and I'm like, come on, you're never gonna win, He always was confident, like he gonna win. But yeah, MJ's just my dog. Fun guy, cool guy to be around. Oh yeah.
I know you guys will honor him this year.
Don't go anywhere. Audibles returns in a moment here on the Spirit Media Network.
It has often been said that home is where the heart is. It's where hard-working and dedicated people form the fabric of a thriving community. At Covington County Hospital, it's our priority to help keep our community safe, healthy, and moving. With our primary care clinics and services, we are working to keep you healthy. Because home is where the heart is. Home is where family matters. Covington County Hospital, where your health care matters.
We don't treat cancer, or design breathtaking buildings, or slow cook the town's most talked about barbecue. That's all you. You're the ones who create and astonish, game and laugh, who come together and imagine a safer, more connected world. The things you do inspire us every day, so much so, it's right there in our name. Customer inspired. C Spire, inspired by you.
Harvested in June and July, Mississippi-grown sweet corn arrives just in time for your cookout or outdoor get-together. But you better be quick. Once Mississippi-grown sweet corn appears on your local farmers market shelves, it disappears just as fast. There are so many ways to cook and eat Mississippi-grown sweet corn, but of course our favorite is corn on the cob.
Sweet corn, just one of the many foods the Mississippi farmer grows for you, the farm families of Mississippi.
Family owned and operated since 1986, Lakeside Molding has become the trusted source of architectural products throughout the South. They offer fine interior architectural moldings, custom millwork, and cabinet doors designed and handcrafted in Flowwood. Their showroom on Lakeland Drive is stocked with today's most sought-after interior details, including corbels, post, fireplace mantles, bath vanities, mirrors, and much more. Tim Shoemaker and his staff work closely to meet client needs for new construction, restoration, and remodeling projects. Lakeside Molding, where details make the difference.
So every coach, you look at every situation is unique and you say, this coach is perfect for that situation or this situation or whatever. What makes you think that Coach Hall is perfect for this team?
Well, he's a Mississippi guy, first of all, and he recruited guys that's his type of guys, just like me. And he's a guy that is going to keep teaching people how to be a man. He's going to keep on coaching football, and that's the thing that he does right now, He will coach basically every position. He's helping everybody, He's just doing his part, and he just a great football mind too. Like anytime Coach Hall see me doing something wrong in coverage or anything, he always gonna let you know, like he's not letting nothing slide right now, like with technique or anything like that, or even football knowledge. He's just throwing it out. If you listen to him, if you just listen to Coach Hall through our practice, like he gonna teach you something.
He's got a pretty extensive background in football, playing for his dad. I'm sure you met Bobby Hall.
Oh, yeah.
Going back to your days at Starkville?
Well, not at Starkville. You say back to my days at Starkville?
Yeah, Coach Hall's been a high school coach forever. He's retired now, but...
Oh, no, I never met him in high school.
You met him since you've been here at Southern Miss?
Oh, yeah.
You got a favorite Bobby Hall story?
No, sir, I ain't got no favorite Bobby Hall story. Coach Hall probably got a lot.
If you could do a Bobby Hall impersonation, I'd probably give you $20.
I'm not good at impersonations, really not good at that.
So there's a variety of USM football uniform combinations, and they're all awesome. I don't want to get you in trouble with the fans, but do you have a favorite uniform that you guys wear?
Well, I'm an all black type of guy.
Yeah.
But I love rocking that black and yellow. Starkville High, black and yellow. We black and yellow. My favorite NFL team, you know who black and yellow? Pittsburgh.
Oh, you're a Pittsburgh guy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So you've worn the right colors your whole life, it looks like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm stuck in them.
You even came prepared with the shoes today. You guys can't see the shoes on camera, but he even came prepared with the Air Jordans, the black and gold colors. So the To the Top Collective, they have done such an incredible job providing you guys ample opportunities and helping you navigate through really these uncertain waters of NIL, because the sand shifts every day, it seems like, with NIL, and there's as much uncertainty as there is certainty. So what's been your experience with the To the Top Collective?
Just like you said, they've been opening a lot of opportunities for us, basically also helping us get exposure out here, getting the fans to interact with us, letting everybody get to know us, something like either this or like just other events and things that we may go to. We've been doing a lot of things that we have not been doing lately, and I'm pretty sure that's getting our name out there and helping us raise a lot of money and helping people be like, okay, I want to donate to the To the Top Collective. I think the To the Top Collective is just doing a great job with us and everything.
Do you think Peter, the gentleman who runs the To the Top Collective, being a former player, do you think him being a former player here kind of helps him relate to you guys and kind of help you through some of this stuff with NIL maybe a little better?
Oh, yeah, that's kind of what I figured too, just him playing here at football and everything. Yeah, we definitely got a great relationship with him, and I'm pretty sure that he knows what he's doing, and he knows how it feels to be a student athlete in this situation and the way he can help us.
All right, so let's switch it up a little bit. So outside of training, working out, doing one of these interviews, doing things for the To the Top Collective, when you just want to chill out and just wind down and kind of get away from it all, like what's your go-to? What do you do to kind of wind down?
Well, I play college football, play the game, could before that play 2K or Madden, but right now it's just straight college football, 25, 24, I think.
You said at Sunbelt Media Days, you said that you're the best one.
Oh, yeah.
You still stand on that?
I stand on that. Anybody can see me.
Are you the best trash talker too?
I probably talk more trash than I win.
Who's the next best trash talker on the team?
I say Ryan Johnson.
That's the second time we've heard that. We've heard your name and this Ryan Johnson as being the top two best trash talkers on the team at everything, not just college football, the EA college football game. Yeah. So you talk trash at everything.
Oh, yeah, I talk trash on the field, whatever I do, you better not be playing Uno, talking trash then.
You talk trash during Uno?
Oh, yeah.
Everything?
Oh, yeah.
Just not spades, right?
I gotta learn. I gotta learn how to play.
Don't you think there's an art to talking trash?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's most definitely art.
So are you one of those, you just come out, as soon as you come out on the field, you're jawing at the opponent, or are you one of those guys that waits for that perfect moment to get in that perfect dig at the perfect moment? You just kind of wait on it?
I wait for the perfect moment.
Yeah.
Other than that, I probably been whisper something in your ear. You'd be like, oh. I'm like, yeah, I said that.
So now I'm going to be watching you even closer now this year to see if I can catch you doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Have a good laugh at that. So if we were to hop in your vehicle or mine, and we head to your favorite place to grab some grub here in Hattiesburg, there's a lot of places to choose from, but what is your favorite place to eat here?
Well, right now I've been liking Front Porch.
Okay.
Nice buffet.
Yeah.
Seafood, barbecue,
yeah,
soul food, anything you need in there, really.
Okay.
So you really can't go wrong with it, for real. It's I don't know.
It's called Front Porch.
Front Porch, best buffet ever.
Let's say we're heading to Front Porch. Me and you and Matthew grab something to eat. What are we listening to on the way? What's on your playlist?
We're probably going to be listening to, some Young Dolph, something like that.
Yeah.
We could be all over the place with it, No Cap.
Okay.
Rilo Rodriguez.
Okay.
Lucky. Things like that. V's.
Okay. I have no idea who any of those people are. So you'd have to educate me, man. If we hopped in the car, you'd have to tell me, okay, this is what
you don't like it.
This is what this song's about. This is what this means.
Yeah, I think you like it for sure.
Always meaning behind music, right?
Oh, yeah.
So finish this sentence for me, Jalil. Southern Miss, they are successful this season in football if
God wills.
Yeah.
If God will.
And you have more sacks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have 20. I'm going for 20 sacks this year.
You're going for 20 sacks?
Oh, yeah.
If you get 20 sacks, I will take you to front porch.
All right.
How about that?
Deal.
Is that a deal?
Sounds like a deal.
Sounds like a deal.
Yes, sir.
My final question for you, man. You're a Mississippi native, your college career, marked by resilience, overcoming these injuries, and you're back in your home state playing college football, doing what you love. When your time comes to a close here at Southern Miss, how do you want to remember your time as a Golden Eagle?
I just want everybody to remember me as somebody that just came here, worked hard, did what he had to do, went through a lot, and just made it to the top. Just like our slogan says, to the top. I want everybody to just know I'm a hard worker and know I give it my all every play and whatever I do.
I followed your story for a while, probably closer than most because, like we were talking about before the interview, I cut my teeth calling high school football, JUCO football in this state, and saw you all over the field in that 2017 state championship game. I probably called your name. Yeah, I can't even count the times I called your name that night. I'm like, who is this kid? And I knew you had a bright future then, so obviously kind of kept up with you since that night. And I knew you were going to be special. And now you're here at Southern Miss with one of my favorite all-time guys, Will Hall. So, look, wishing you the best this year.
Yes, sir.
And everything in your future endeavors. I'll be watching and rooting for you. You made a fan out of me, and thank you for doing this. Thank you for taking time to do this.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you for having me here.
Appreciate you, Jalil. Thank you. That's always good. It's always good.
Blue light. Yeah.
That's a wrap. Man, you're so talented, man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week for another episode of Audibles with Jason Scarborough.